When you play your doubles matches, do you only do traditional formations? Well, why not live a little and play some I formations? It might make your doubles matches a little bit more interesting and you may win more doubles matches. And this is an I formation right here. But before we get into it, this is my college tennis team here. This is Bodie and that's Silas at the net. And let's take a look at this I formation point real quick. So what's the whole point of I formation here, where the server is near the center hash mark and the net player is ducked down there, right under the net cord there, and trying to hopefully not get hit by the server, right? But what's the whole point of this? Is this some sort of magical formation that you'll win all your tennis points? Well, it could, but the whole point of I formation is really to disrupt the returner's head and maybe the returner's partner's head as well. It's a mental game, okay? Tennis is a mental game, and you're there to disrupt. And if you could disrupt your opponents by a simple formation like this, you go for it. You go for it every time, right? And so when Bodie serves here, he goes out wide on this deuce. And, one of the advantages of having I formation is that the net player is already at the center, and you really want to control the center in doubles. And here, Silas doesn't have to move much, right? It was obviously an awesome serve, but Silas is right there, and he went with this backhand overhead or backhand volley for the winner. Very easy. He didn't even have to poach, didn't have to move at all. He was set up, but the main thing is, you want to disrupt the returner. You want to make them think a little bit. Oh, where do I go with this return? Obviously, you want to maybe go down the line, but maybe a lot of returners can't go down the line. Maybe they have no real skill going up the line, so that's one of the reasons why you want to go with this I formation, really to disrupt the returner's head. Another good reason why you want to go with I formation has to do with the ad side. So I like I formation tactically on the ad side because the returner, again, they're forced to go up the line there. And on the ad side, it goes straight to either Silas's forehand volley, or if the server chooses to, here's Bodie, he could go serve and volley, and it goes to his forehand volley. It goes to the forehand wherever the returner goes on this ad side. It's very hard for the returner to go, inside out or backhand cross court to this spot here, especially if your returning partner is kind of closed in to that center service line there. It's very tough. So for this guy, I would choose, if I'm really wanting to go cross court, right, I want my returner's partner there to go a little bit there against the I formation. But yeah, this is what I like about the I formation in regards to the ad side. It forces the returner to go up the line, and you have a big advantage. And when this point plays out, actually, it was a good serve, and we don't see the actual return here, but I believe it was a forehand that was kind of late, right? And again, Silas doesn't have to move much. This is another overhead, and he just slams it for the winner. I formation is great that way. It just goes to anybody's forehand volley or forehand anything on that ad side. So a couple questions may come up with the I formation, and one is that should you do this every time? Should you do I formation on every point? And it's really up to you and your doubles team and your preference and your style of play. I don't mind. I don't actually mind a doubles team doing I formation on almost every point if it works. I think when you play doubles, it's best to mix it up. So mix up your traditional formations, your I formations, maybe Australian formations. You got to understand how the returner is returning, right? If they're returning awesome cross-court, right, their cross-court returns are very good, then, yeah, you want to change it up a little bit. If you know that they return very well up the line, then, maybe you'll refrain from I formation. So, it really depends, again, on your style, your preference, and the returner. And it it's fine. It's perfectly fine if you want to go I formation all the time, but it's very situational. Another question might come up is that what if you have a bad serve? Should you use I formation if you have a bad serve? And Bodhi here had two awesome serves, and these 2 points made it look very easy there for Silas to put away the volley. But if you're a bad server, chances are the returner is just returning just awesome, right? So might as well go with an I formation to change it up. Again, the main reason why you want to do these I formations is to disrupt your opponents, disrupt the returner, disrupt the returner's partner. The I formation is rarely used out there, and definitely in recreational tennis. College tennis, it's used a lot, but this is a formation that a lot of people don't see. So when people see this, right, they're like, oh, what should I do? Should I go down the line, center, cross court? I've never seen this before, so they may panic, right? They may panic just by seeing this formation. So might as well try it and see what happens. But don't be the type of player where you try the I formation once, you get passed, and you don't do it again. I see that a lot. You try something and you fail, but then you don't do it again, right? Give it a chance. Give I formation a chance. Mix it up. Do it 3 or 4 times a match and see where it goes, because sometimes you have to practice this formation, right? It may be a little bit foreign to the serving team as well, and so you have to play it out, try to figure out how to play an I formation. So give it a chance, and I believe your doubles play is going to be a whole lot better. If you enjoyed this video, kindly do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.